The Minnesota Vikings are a team in transition. There was a time when a Viking game was like a great outdoor happening. With Fran Tarkenton, the Vikings were a scrambling, gambling team. A team with a sparkling, unpredictable ad-lib offense. But now Tarkenton is gone, and with him that original image of the Vikings. Now they're a team in search of a new identity. Joe Kapp, a refugee quarterback from the Canadian League, is the leader in Minnesota's search for a new personality. In last week's 17-7 loss to the Bears, Kapp's accurate passing and steady leadership were the decisive factors in Minnesota's only scoring march. His pass to John Beasley in the fourth quarter resulted in the Vikings' only touchdown. But with the season 3 weeks old, the Vikings are still without a victory, still without a style. The Chicago Bears, however, have maintained the same style for nearly a half-century, a style that has been molded and inspired by one man, George Halas. The Chicago Bears are the Chicago Bears. They never change. They're big, they're bad, and their helmet-busting, furious brand of football is always exciting, win or lose. Today, the Chicago Bears won. The victory, typical of most Chicago victories in the last few years, was a result of two things: a crushing, savage defense and the running of Gale Sayers. Sayers, number 40, ripped through the Vikings on short, knife-like sprints, carving out 7 and 8 yards at a try. He gained 73 yards and was the most prominent figure in the Chicago offense. Center linebacker Dick Butkus, number 51, spearheaded a Chicago defense that was so effective that the Vikings crossed midfield only 3 times during the entire game. Early in the first quarter, the Bear defense took control of the game. Coach Halas unleashed a series of red-dogging, stunting defenses that destroyed the Viking ground game and smothered the passing attack. Forced deep into their own territory, the Vikings were forced to kick themselves out of trouble. From midfield, Jack Concannon inaugurated the game's first scoring march. John Kirby's vicious tackle on Dick Gordon proved to be only a temporary deterrent to the Bears. Seven plays later, Gale Sayers loped into the end zone to give Chicago a 7-point lead. A safety blitz in the third quarter by Richie Pettibon was the springboard to Chicago's second score. Mac Percival kicked a 17-yard field goal, and the Bears led by 10. Minutes later, the Chicago defense finalized the victory. Benny McRae picked off Joe Kapp's pass and raced 34 yards to a touchdown. The Chicago Bears sat on their lead through the last quarter and earned their first victory of the year. The Minnesota Vikings, still uncertain and unsure of themselves, suffered their third straight loss and dropped into the cellar of the Central Division.